You open your eyes. It's dark. You're not in your bed. You're standing in an alley. Cold concrete under your shoes, rain on your shoulders. You don't remember getting here. You don't remember falling asleep. You just are here. And then you hear it. Voices. Two men, 30 feet ahead. One is begging. The other is calm. Too calm. You can't move your legs. You try. Nothing. You open your mouth to shout. Nothing. You are a statue made of panic. And then, one shot. The begging stops. The calm man straightens his coat, checks his watch, walks away like he just finished a meeting. And you stand there, frozen, helpless, watching. Then everything goes white. You wake up, in your bed, soaked in sweat, heart hammering. You check the clock, 3:17 a.m. You tell yourself, just a nightmare. You're wrong. The next night, it happens again. Same alley, same rain, same two men, same shot. Word for word, beat for beat. You try to move. You can't. You try to scream. Nothing comes out. You watch the man die again. You wake up at 3:17 a.m. again. You sit on the edge of your bed, hands shaking. You think, what is happening to me? You search for the alley online. Corner of Marlowe Street and 9th, Industrial District, 6 miles from your apartment. You've never been there. You've never even heard of it. You close your laptop. You try to go back to sleep. You can't. Night 3, same dream, but this time you notice things. A red door behind the shooter. A broken streetlight flickering on the left. A tattoo on the shooter's hand. 3 lines, like a claw mark. A name on the victim's jacket, stitched in white thread. D. Reyes. You wake up. 3:17 a.m. You write everything down, every detail. The tattoo, the name, the red door, the broken light. Then, almost without thinking, you search. D. Reyes, Marlowe Street, death. First result, local news, 3 days old. Man found shot dead near Industrial District. Diego Reyes, 34. No suspects. Investigation ongoing. You stop breathing. You read it again. Diego Reyes, Marlowe Street, 3 days ago, the night your dream started. This isn't a nightmare. This is a memory, but it's not yours. You go to the alley. You tell yourself not to go. You go anyway. Corner of Marlowe and 9th. You recognize it immediately. The broken streetlight, the red door, the exact wall. Crime scene tape still up. Faded flowers at the base. Someone left a photo of Diego, smiling, a family man, 2 kids. You stand there for a long time. You don't know what you are in this moment. A witness? A psychic? Someone losing their mind? You take a photo of the red door. You take a photo of the broken light. You go home. You sit in the dark, and you think, if I saw what happened, do I know who did it? That night, you dream again, but this time, the shooter turns around and looks directly at you. He smiles, like he knows you're watching. You wake up screaming, 3:17 a.m. You look at the drawing. You're not an artist, but you draw what you saw. Sharp jaw, deep-set eyes, 3-line tattoo on the right hand, a scar above the left eyebrow. You stare at it for hours. Then you make a decision you can't take back.
You go to the police. You walk in. You ask to speak to whoever is handling the Diego Reyes case. A detective comes out, middle-aged, tired eyes. You sit across from her, and you tell her you had a dream. She stares at you. You show her the drawing. You show her the details, the tattoo, the red door, things that weren't in any news report. Her tired eyes aren't tired anymore. She asks you to wait. She makes a phone call. You sit in that room for 40 minutes. When she comes back, her expression has changed. "How do you know about the tattoo?" she asks quietly. "I told you," you say. "I saw it. In a dream." She looks at you for a long time. "The tattoo wasn't public information," she says. "It was never released to the press." The room gets very small, very fast. They don't believe you, but they watch you. They don't arrest you, but they don't let you go easily. Hours of questions, same questions, different order. "How do you know Diego Reyes? Have you ever been to Marlowe Street? Where were you 3 nights ago?" You answer everything, truthfully. You can see in their faces they don't know what to do with you. You're not a suspect. You're not a witness. You're something they don't have a category for. They let you leave, but you feel it immediately. The car that sits outside your building, the same face twice at the coffee shop. They're watching you, not because they think you're guilty, because they know you know something you don't know you know. That night, you dream again. New details, a license plate, partial, 3 letters, KVR. You wake up, 3:17 a.m. You write it down. Your hand is shaking, but not from fear this time, from something else, something that feels almost like purpose. You go back to the detective. You give her the plate. She looks at you like you're something she's never seen before. She runs it anyway. 2 days later, she calls you. The partial plate matches a vehicle linked to a known associate of an organized crime group. We've been trying to connect them to 3 unsolved homicides. "How did you get this?" "I told you," you say. "I dream it." Long silence. "I need you to come in again." You're not a suspect anymore. You're an asset. They set you up in a room, photos on a board, faces, names, connections. "Tell us if you recognize anyone." You look at every face, and then, 3rd row, 2nd photo, sharp jaw, deep-set eyes, 3-line tattoo on the left eyebrow. Your stomach turns to ice. "Him," you say. Your voice doesn't shake. You're surprised by that. "Him." That night, the dream is different. You're in the alley, but Diego isn't there. It's just you and the shooter, standing across from each other. He looks at you, calm, casual. "You've been busy," he says. "You can't move, as always. You think you're helping," he continues. "You're not. You're just making it more interesting." He takes 1 step toward you. "I know your name. I know your building. I know which window is yours." He smiles. 3-line tattoo, claw mark. "See you soon." You wake up, 3:17 a.m. You run to the window. You look down at the street. A man is standing on the sidewalk, looking up. You can't see his face clearly, but you can see his right hand. 3 lines, like a claw mark. You fall back from the window, phone already in your hand, dialing the detective. They sweep your building. They find nothing. No man, no one on the street. The detective looks at you carefully. "Are you sleeping?" she asks. "No," you say. "Are you sure what you saw was real?" And that is the question, isn't it? You don't know anymore. The dreams feel more real than your waking life. The details from the dreams have proven true. But now, the man from your dreams is in your waking world. Or is he? You stop eating properly. You stop going out. You sleep with the lights on, which means you sleep less, which means the barrier between sleeping and waking gets thinner and thinner until you don't know which side